So welcome guys, welcome to TonyGenesis.pro. In today's video we are going to look at what is current. So I'm going to explain this current in a simple form. So let's take a look at what is current. Let's define current. We say that current is the quantity of electron passing on a given point. So we say that current is the quantity of electron passing on a given point. And we know electrons are made up of negative, understand? So let's look at the unit of current. The unit of current is known as ampere. So ampere is the unit of current, and the symbol of current is represented with letter I. So here, this is the symbol of current, and the unit of current is ampere. Current is measured with ammeter, or you can use digital multimeter to measure current, but the standard form of measurement is ammeter. So let's look at this diagram, how current flow in a conductor. So here, as you can see, is the conductor, while this dotted line is the electron, which is current. So in order to measure current, electron is on its own, but in a case where you are measuring the quantity of electron passing on a given point, is known as what we call current. So to measure the whole of this electron, it is represented with current. You cannot say you want to measure electron, but for you to measure the quantity of electron passing on a conductor or on a given point, you call it current. So the ampere is the international unit represented with letter A. So whenever you see A, you know that it's talking about what? Ampere. So this ampere, the symbol of this ampere is represented with letter A. Current can be in the following form. We have what we call picoamps, nanoamps, microamps, milliamps, kilo. These are their symbols. If you are familiar with this table, you will know what I'm talking about. But if you are not, you can Google about this table to know more details about this. So I want you to know that current can be in this form. You can measure current in picoamps, nanoamps, which is represented here. So whenever you see PA, that means it's talking about picoamps, or NA is talking about nanoamps. Let me further explain this. Let's say that we have a length of current, which is letter A, which is ammeter. So let me try to explain what I mean for beginners. If you don't know anything about this thing, let me explain it using this line of measurement. Let's say this here is the length of current passing on a given point, and you are asked to measure from this point here to this point. When you hook up your multimeter or whatever you are using, or your ammeter, to measure, once you measure from this point to here and you see something like PA, that means from here to here is a smaller current passing on this point. So as you can see the length, you can see that it is too small. It is a small current passing here. And if you're asked to measure from here to here, you can see your multimeter will be reading nanoamps. I'm just using this to explain what this is all about. So if you're measuring from here to here and you hook up your multimeter, you can see here is labeled nanoamps, which means current passing from this point to this point is greater than current that is passing from this point to this point. So likewise this one, if you're asked to measure from here to here, you see is microamps, which is represented with this symbol. So if you're asked to measure from this point to the full length of current, you can see your multimeter or whatever you're using to measure will show amps depending on the value of amps you are measuring. In case from here to here, you may have what we call 1 picoamps, which is a smaller current passing from this point to here. Or from this point, you have something like 10 milliamps, which means from this point to this point, current passing from this point to this point is greater than current that is passing from this point to this point. So let's take this course further. Let's take a look at how to convert smaller units to bigger units. As you can see, if you want to convert from smaller value to bigger value, you divide by 1000. Assuming I have like example here, see the example here. If you want to convert microamps to milliamps using this table, let's see. As you can see, the microamps is a smaller unit and milli is a bigger unit to compare to microamps using this table. You see, milli is 10 to minus 3, while micro is 10 to minus 6. So this here is a smaller value, while this, to convert from this smaller value to this one is a bigger value. Okay, so to convert from micro, assuming you measured current which is 1 microamps and you want to convert it to milli, you have to divide it by 1000. Looking at this example, you can see 1 microamps divided by 1000, it will give you 0.001 milliamps, which means I've converted the microamps to milliamps. And if you want to convert a bigger value, let me remove this. If you want to convert a bigger value to smaller value, you times by 1000. So let's see this example. As you can see, amps is the highest. You have microamps, nanoamps, kiloamps, megaamps, depending on the value. But amps is the units. And if you want to convert amps to milliamps, you have to times it by 1000. Meaning converting from bigger value to smaller value, you times by 1000. This is 0.1 amps times 1000 will give you 100 milliamps. Okay, and we have so many types of current. We have two types of current. We have what we call AC current and what we call DC current. But we are going to discuss about this AC current and DC current in our future video. So guys, I hope you like this video. If you have any question, please make sure you drop them in the comment section below and I will attend to you. Please subscribe. If you want to learn how to design electronics, you want to sort out some problem, you want to make your own circuit by yourself, make sure you subscribe to this channel so that, and press the notification button so that you'll be updated when I upload new videos on how to design. This is the fundamental basic for beginners that do not know anything about electronics. That's why I'm starting with current. You need to know the basics of electronics before you can design. You need to know how current works, how voltage works, resistance. And our next topic is going to be voltage. After voltage, we talk about resistance, talk about power. But now I'm starting with current. Current is the most important thing you have to know. Then after those discussion of current, voltage, power, and resistance, then I'll go into this AC current, which is alternating current, and DC, which is direct current, to know more about this thing. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you like this video. Make sure you hit the like button to help me going, and make sure you subscribe to my channel. Until next time, I will see you. Peace out.